and welcome to the Roy Rogers Riders Club.
Thrill again to the thundering hooves and cattle stampedes, barroom brawls, and shootouts of classic Western features and TV shows. Annie Oakley, Roy Rogers, Gene Autry, John Wayne, and all their cowboy pals and sidekicks roam the West once more. Heroes never die on ComedyMX Channels. They just ride off into the sunset.
Newspaper files of the early West record many stories of famous and notorious characters of that period. Among them, the Apaches on the southwest frontier in the 1880s, the most ferocious Indian warriors in North America. And of all their noted war chiefs, none was more feared by white soldiers and settlers alike than the fierce and cunning Geronimo. That a posse had caught an Apache who was being held prisoner at Fort Simon. I was bringing down the watchman who was shot the week before. If he could identify the Indian, we would bring him to the territorial seat to stand trial for robberies and murders recently committed along the railroad. I'm Matt Clark, railroad detective. We wanted to let Geronimo know that the citizens of the territory as well as the Army were out to stop him. Howdy, Colonel.
Oh, Matt Clark, I've been expecting you.
This is Joe Burns, depot watchman.
Clark, supposing you can identify the Indian who raided the station, what do you intend to gain by taking him back?
He'll get a fair trial, and if he's guilty, he'll hang. Maybe then Geronimo and his cutthroats will think twice before coming too close to the towns and railroads.
In other words, you're going to succeed where the Army failed.
I'm sorry, Colonel. I didn't mean to draw that inference. You're doing the best you can. But if we can help you along now and then, I'm sure you're not going to turn us down.
Only a fool would insult his allies, Mr. Clark. Bring him in.
Stand over there.
He's one of the Indians the posse brought in. Recognize him?
Yeah. He's one of the no-good Indians that raided the station.
What'd he say, Colonel?
He says he should have made sure of the watchman and killed him. You're a tough one. Who are you?
Yo soy Nechi. Hijo de Gachis. Jefe Dollar, Cito de Geronimo.
Looks like you caught yourself a big fish here, Mr. Clark. He says he's Nietzsche, son of Cochise. He says he's one of Geronimo's war chiefs. And the Geronimo will come and rescue him.
That's pretty big talk, Colonel. You know Indians better than I do. Do you believe him?
Well, that's hard to say. But my only advice is you better not try taking him back alone.
You'll give me an escort then?
I can't spare the men. My troopers are all out on patrol. But I think there's a wagon train coming through in the morning. I'll send a scout out to check for you.
Wagon train? That's too slow, Colonel.
Mr. Clark, anywhere you look out there is Geronimo country. You don't know it, but you're lucky you ever got through to here. You'll either take him back by the wagon train or you don't take him back at all.
All right, Colonel, you win.
Lieutenant, take your prisoner out and lock him up again.
Yes.
Indians. Why don't they give you enough troops to wipe all the Indians out? String every one of them up.
The government tries to be fair. Unless the Apaches are on the warpath or caught in some specific crimes, they've got as much right to live as you and I. See you in the morning, Colonel.
Good night.
Morning, Colonel.
Morning, Matt. You ready to move out?
Yeah, if you say so.
One of my scouts reported the wagon train about 5 miles out. They're going to bypass the fort. I'll give you an escort as far as the wagons. From there, you're on your own.
Would that happen to be the one coming in from Santa Fe?
That's right.
Good. I've got a friend coming in with that outfit. Another railroad detective, Frankie Adams.
Here comes your prisoner.
Well, goodbye, Colonel.
Good luck, Matt.
Thanks.
Bye, Colonel. All right, open the gate.
Towards sundown that evening, we sighted the wagon train coming in from Santa Fe. We joined them.
Well, it's as far as you go, soldier. Thanks a lot.
Howdy, miss. How about a cup of coffee for a tired old cowboy?
Sure thing. God, it's awful hot, though. Matt!
Ouch!
Oh, I'm awful sorry. But that's what you get for sneaking up on me like an Indian. What are you doing out here, anyway?
I'm taking an Apache backstand trial.
I should have known.
You mean you thought I came all the way through Geronimo country alone just to meet you?
It's been done.
I know that, but not this time.
What's all this I hear about Geronimo's band and this Apache prisoner? I thought you were in Tucson to appear against those 2 train robbers we caught last month.
That's why the boss sent for you.
I wondered why he took me off of that case.
I got a new job. I'm supposed to stop the Apache raids on our depot and way stations.
One man against Geronimo's whole tribe?
What's wrong with that? There's only one tribe, isn't there?
I wouldn't worry about the Apaches hitting this train, Matt. We're not carrying anything they want. Besides, we're well armed.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Better check my prisoner before I turn in. Good night, Frankie.
Good night. Oh, Matt, What do you want for breakfast?
Bacon and eggs over easy. That's sunup. Night.
Good night.
Oh.
What is it, Matt? Apaches. Indians. You sure you aren't seeing things?
What about that? Take a look at that.
That shot woke up the camp. What do we tell him?
Tell him to go back to bed.
It wasn't nothing, folks. One of our boys just had a nightmare. Going back to bed.
These chains been nearly cut in two.
The nerve of those cutthroats, coming right up on a wagon train like this.
We better stand watch the rest of the night. I'll take the first hitch.
Right. You know, I was kind of figuring Geronimo wouldn't attack this train. No, I'm not so sure.
Everybody was nervous and up at daybreak. I made sure that our prisoner was still secure, then went over to see Frankie. Frankie, I thought I'd better come over and hitch up the horses for you.
Thanks, Matt. I'll take care of the rest of these.
Well, I guess I won't see you until after we reach Tucson tonight.
I guess not. Looks like we're gonna have a busy day.
Attacking!
Get under cover, Frankie.
Some shells.
Thought I told you to stay under cover.
That's just where I am.
Here, reload this. Prisoner. Keep your head down. Think so. How many men we lose?
Not many. Frankie's been hit.
What?
did it, Matt. We beat them off.
Not so sure they got what they came after. Give me your knife, Joe. Here, bite out on this real hard. That air's got to come out. A souvenir for you, Frankie. All right, hold on real tight now. Bandage.
What do you mean they got what they came for? The prisoner?
Yeah. There's no need of my riding to Tucson tonight. I'm going back to the fort and take you to a doctor.
I'll be all right, Matt. It's not that bad.
I know you can, Frankie. But the colonel sent out troopers looking for Geronimo. And that red killer's right here under his nose. That means the fort is unguarded. Nietzsche will tell Geronimo all about it. Somebody's got to warn him. You think you're strong enough to ride?
Let's go.
Guard, take this girl to the infirmary. She's been hurt. I'll be down to see you as soon as I talk to the colonel.
All right, Matt.
Sorry to break in like this, Colonel.
Mr. Clark,
The wagon train was attacked this morning at dawn, and I lost Nietzsche.
the wagon train attacked.
That's right, and it could have been Geronimo.
Geronimo? Why, that's impossible. The last I heard...
I guess he moves pretty fast, Colonel. Right now, he's less than 10 miles away from here. I'm no military man, sir, but if I were you, I'd get those troopers back here just as fast as I can.
Well, they're due back today or tomorrow. But look here, Clark, you're not implying that this fort's in any danger, are you?
I am.
Ah, that's ridiculous. A handful of Indians? Why, a fort hasn't been attacked since Carrington was struck by the Sioux a few years ago.
I know that, Colonel. But Geronimo got the prisoner I was taking to Tucson. No doubt Nietzsche told him that the fort was poorly guarded and unarmed. And Geronimo's got well over 100 men.
Look here, Clark. I've been soldiering a good many years, and if you think you're going to panic me into... Apache! What's this about Indians, Gatewood?
That's right, sir. The scout came in with a report. I checked it myself. They're gathering just beyond the ridge. Must be over 100 of them. Maybe all they want to do is talk, sir.
No, we can't take any chances. Issue guns and 60 rounds of ammunition to every man in the fort, soldier and civilian. I'll direct the defense personally. Come along. Man your post.
Horsemen, all right. Must be a lot of them, judging from the dust.
Apache!
It's Geronimo! It's Geronimo! Lieutenant Gatewood.
Yes.
Take charge of the north end of the fort. Hold your fire to get them in range.
Yes, sir.
You better go with the women and children.
Yes, sir.
Attacking!
Fire!
Colonel Marsh. It's your troopers.
Hold your fire!
Maybe we'd have held them off that day, maybe not. But I'll always be grateful the troopers turned up when they did. The fight was furious what it lasted, but it was over in a matter of minutes. Geronimo fell back in disorder, and retreat turned into panic.
What you say is true, Lieutenant Gatewood. Our reports are that Geronimo did lose a lot of men. His band was hurt and hurt bad.
Well, Colonel, Geronimo staked everything on trying to take this fort, and he was whipped. He's been campaigning steadily for months, and he's tired and depressed. I tell you, sir, you'll never have a better chance.
He's been defying the Army for 10 years, and today you seem to think he's ready to talk terms.
I think so. I was in charge of the San Simon Reservation when Geronimo and his people were there. I know him, sir. I know him better than I know you. He'll trust me.
That may be, Lieutenant. But can we trust him?
Why not? The Army has nothing to lose. Except my life, maybe, in case I'm wrong.
He'll go alone?
Alone as a soldier. I'll need a guide, a courier, and a packer. And a couple of Indian scouts to send on ahead to let Geronimo know I come in peace.
He's convinced me, sir. I'd like to go along as a courier.
All right, Lieutenant Gatewood. If I can clear this with General Miles, you've got yourself an assignment that I'd hesitate to take myself. Good luck to you.
Thank you, sir.
We moved south through Apache country for 2 weeks. Then one day near the end of August 1886, south of the border near Fronteras, one of our scouts made contact with Geronimo's tribe. After a jittery trip, we were led to Geronimo's camp. Looking around, we knew that we were at the bandits' mercy.
It's many months since you left the reservation, Geronimo. It's good to see you again.
Scout tell me you come to talk peace, Gatewood.
That's right. General Miles wants to make peace. General Miles does not want to kill any more of your people. He says he is your friend.
If General Miles is my friend, where has he been all these years? I have been very much in need of friend.
You know what's best for your people, Geronimo. Otherwise, you wouldn't have let us come to talk with you today. What are your conditions?
Geronimo, like all his people, is brother of grizzly bear, rattlesnake, the eagle. The land around us is big and belongs to all of us. It is big enough for all things that live except the white man. For the white man, even the whole earth is not big enough.
He went on like that for the rest of the afternoon.
If General Miles makes solemn promise, Geronimo will go.
Near sundown, Geronimo had weakened and agreed to surrender to General Miles. And with that agreement, we knew that the 10-year war with the feared Apache in the Southwest was over. Geronimo no longer would ride and kill as he pleased. From now on, he would be the guest of the United States government.
Matt, you can tell your boss the railroads and ranches will be safe from now on. Word just came from General Miles that Geronimo and his band are on their way to a reservation in Florida.
Well, it's been good working with you, Colonel. Hope to see you again someday.
Thank you.
Bye, Colonel.
Bye.
Sill, Oklahoma, March 6, 1909. Geronimo, one-time scourge of the southwestern frontier, died here today of pneumonia at the age of 75. Geronimo, the Apache firebrand, extinguished forever. Of the early West record many stories and notorious characters of that period. Sam Bass, one of the most notorious train and stagecoach bandits that operated in the Midwest in the 1870s. In the years of his short but active career, Bass terrorized the state of Texas.
Have your tickets ready, please. Hello, how are you? Tickets, please. Tickets? Oh, railroad detective, huh? Where's your long black beard? Yeah. I bet I can tell you why you're here. Sam Bass.
That's right. Why are we stopping?
Oh, this is Big Springs. We're taking out water. Tickets, please.
What was that?
Why, I don't know. Something must have happened to the boiler up ahead. I'll go see.
Stay away now, everybody. Nobody will get hurt.
I just put out the fire in the boilers. This train won't move for hours. Good. That'll give us plenty of time. Come on.
Yeah, who is it?
Conductor, I got a package for you.
That's a good fellow. Now just step back and you won't get hurt. Open it.
I can't. I don't have the combination.
I said open it.
I can't. The only one that can open the safe is a Wells Fargo agent in New Orleans.
See what's in those boxes.
Hey, Sam. These boxes are heavy. We struck it rich.
Double eagles. All of them.
We struck it rich, really, Sam.
You get this stuff outside. I'll go out front and see how they're doing with the passengers.
Come on, what else you got in there?
Nothing. You've taken everything I have.
What's the matter?
You took my last $10 and the earrings my grandmother left me.
We don't treat ladies like that. Give her back her money and her jewelry. What we got up front, we don't need it anyway. Hurry up.
Now, everybody stay where you are, folks.
Gold's waiting for us at the horses. Good. We'll have to divide it up to make it easy to carry. Where we're going, the horses will sink up to their knees with this extra weight. Come on.
All right, folks, they've gone. Say, it's a good thing they didn't find out that you were a detective.
I'm lucky that Sam didn't look in my purse.
Sam? You mean that lad was in here? That was Sam Bass?
The train robber himself. I've got to warn my partner, Matt Clark, if this train ever gets to a station.
Well, I'll go out and see if they can't fix the boiler right away. And if they can, we'll be in Denton in 2 hours' time.
I couldn't help smiling when I got Frankie's wire, dated September 19th, 1877. Now, $60,000 in newly minted $20 gold pieces were stolen right under her nose. But it wasn't funny. This time, Sam Bass had hit the jackpot. Being a railroad detective, I had orders to get him dead or alive. Frankie should be waiting for me. Howdy, Sheriff. My name's Matt Clark.
Oh, we've been expecting you.
Hey, you don't know where Frankie Adams is?
Yeah, she's right there.
Well, hiya, Frankie. Chief sends his best to you.
One more remark out of you and I'll quit.
Now, don't be so downhearted. This is only Sam Bass' fifth holdup. The company's already offering $10,000 reward for him if they're alive. Now, you just wait till he pulls his 10th holdup. We'll both be rich if we can catch him.
$10,000?
That's...
Well, that ought to stir up the posse some. Not that we ain't anxious to catch him. The question is where to start looking for him.
I think I know.
Now, don't tell me Sam left his calling card after giving you back your money and jewelry. Wait a minute.
Listen, Matt.
All right, I'll let.
When they were making their getaway, he said something about where they were going, the horses would sink down to their knees.
Wonder if they meant the swamps.
Frankie, you've just redeemed yourself for losing all that money to Sam. If we're going to track down Sam in the swamps, we'll need dogs. You know we can get them?
Yeah, one of my deputies has the finest pack of hounds in this territory.
Well, let's go.
$60,000 here. Split up, it comes to $10,000 apiece. Sounds to me. A lot easier to carry this way, too. You know, it's too bad you get stuff. I haven't eaten for 2 days, and I'm starved. You can buy a whole herd of steaks with this. Those are hounds. They picked up our trail. We'll split up here. It'll make it tougher for the dogs to trail us.
Can't be far away.
Looks like they separated. They've gone off in different directions. Sheriff, you take a couple of men and follow the dogs. We'll circle around the other way.
Gold here, but with those dogs closed in, it's too heavy to carry across the river. We can always come back for it later.
There's no money on this either. I guess Sam took care of that. Sounds like the sheriff needs us. Let's go.
Let's get out.
Don't shoot, Sheriff! Don't shoot!
So far, the score stood. 4 of Sam Bass's men killed and 1 captured. We did recover $30,000. The big one got away, Sam Bass himself.
Let's gather up these bodies and get them back into Denton. How'd you make out with Hayes?
Well, I think I figured out a way to soften him up.
Oh, what do you got in mind?
You haven't seen the prisoner yet, have you, Frankie?
No, I was just going in to take a look at him.
Good. Let's go over to the cafe. If a waitress shows up with some grub for the prisoner, let her talk to him alone, will you?
Yeah, sure.
She might look like Frankie. Let's go.
You order some food for one of your prisoners?
Yeah. Yeah, sure, right over here. Hey, you. Here's your dinner.
I'll have to wait for the tray.
Oh, that's all right. Just let me know when he's finished.
How is it?
This is great. I was starved. What made the sheriff so generous?
Oh, that isn't the usual food we serve prisoners. To tell you the truth, I cheated a little.
Why should a pretty girl like you cheat? Bury her head about me.
Because you're an important man. You're one of Sam Bass's men. I read in the paper where your gang got away with $60,000.
They got away with 30,000.
Well, if you could get out of jail, Sam would split his share with you, wouldn't he?
Sure he would.
Got a girl?
Nah.
How about me? Smart guy like you ought to be able to get out of jail.
Yeah. You, got any suggestions?
As a matter of fact, I have. As a waitress in the restaurant across the street, I hear a lot of things. From the sheriff and his deputies. The law in general. Sometimes you'd think I was a piece of furniture the way they talk.
So what have you heard?
I've heard this much. They want Sam Bass, and they want him bad. Worse than they want you. If you told the sheriff where he could find Sam, maybe he'd let you go.
They might. Sounds good. There's just one thing wrong. Sam's a mighty fast man with a gun.
Think it over. Listen. All you have to do is let the sheriff know where he can find Sam. With that money, we could have an awfully good time across the border.
Mexico. I am thinking. Tell the sheriff I want to see him.
Frankie had put it over. Our scheme worked. We were supposed to be on our way to Walsh City, where Hayes was to stand trial. The train was moving right along. We were nearing the spot where our scheme was supposed to work. All right, get out of here.
Don't move, Detective. That's right. Keep him up.
The train was going pretty fast, and I didn't envy Hayes when he'd landed in this rocky country. I pulled the emergency cord and got ready to tell the conductor that I'd lost my prisoner.
See, you read the papers. Thanks for sending for me.
So you got away from that detective. Why didn't you kill him?
I was in too big of a hurry.
There was nobody trailing him.
Of course there wasn't. I made a deal with the law.
Hayes, you'll never walk out of here alive.
Now, don't get excited. I said I made a deal with him. That doesn't mean I'm going to go through with it. If I was going to go through with it, would I be telling you?
We thought he didn't have nerve.
Sam, I got to have some money. I got to get to Mexico. When that detective finds out I've double-crossed him, he's going to have every ranger and sheriff in the country after me.
I need some money myself.
But don't you still have your share?
Easy come, easy go. But I got big plans. I'm going to buy lots and lots of guns. The Texans took this country away from the Mexicans. I'm going to steal it away from the Texans.
That'll take a lot of money.
Well, sure it will. We're going to rob a bank.
The posse that's been scouring the country for Bill Hayes has been called home, and the search temporarily discontinued.
Well, I guess I better pack up and go back to headquarters. I don't know how I'm going to explain this whole thing to the boss.
Still no word. I don't know what this world's coming to when there's no honor among thieves. Thank goodness there's still honor among lovers.
What are you talking about?
I just got a love letter from my boyfriend.
Give me that.
Wait a minute. I'll read what I want you to hear. The rest of it's personal.
Well, read it.
Sweetheart, baby. How do you like that for a start?
Let me have this. Dearest, pack up and meet me Friday, July the 21st in the saloon at Roundrock. I've made a reservation at the hotel for you under the name of Cora Jones. Destroy this letter, love, Bill. Sweetheart, baby. We're going to Roundrock, or your name isn't Cora Jones. So long, Sheriff.
Let me look at you. I knew you wouldn't disappoint me. In another few hours, we'll be on our way across the border.
Why wait, Bill? The sheriff may be after you now.
Can't leave yet. I'm still broke.
Well, Sam has lots of money. Won't he split it with you?
Spent it all. But don't you worry about that. By this afternoon, we'll have all the money we need. It's all right, Sam. This is my girl, Frankie. Does she know who I am?
Sure. You're a fool, Hayes. But you've got good taste. Hey, take the lady outside and buy her a drink.
You go ahead, honey. I'll be right out. Don't worry about her, Sam.
I just looked over the Roundrock Bank. We're going after that money right now. Here's the layout.
No, thanks.
Come on, Pete.
Honey, there's been a change in plans. We're gonna ride out of here. Now, you go back to the hotel and wait till you hear from me.
Sure, Bill.
Better get some help.
I'll get the Rangers. We'll cover the town.
You, stand back! Throw up your hands! It's the Rangers. You yellow-bellied squealer, you tipped them off.
Come with me.
This horse can't carry the both of us much farther.
You go ahead, Pete. I'll hold them off here.
No. We still got a chance if I can get you into that wagon.
Pete's dead.
You haven't got long to live, Sam. You got $30,000. Where is it?
I only had 10. I blew it.
What happened to the other 20?
It's against my profession to tell. If a man knows anything, let him die with it.
There's only one thing that could have happened. You must have buried it someplace.
Yeah. You know, Texas is going to be looking for that gold for a long, long time.
Sam died on his 27th birthday. Nearly all the rest of his gang were killed or went to jail for life. But that $20,000 in gold coin was still missing.
Tickets, please. Well, if it ain't the lady with the long black beard.
Hello. You know my associate, Matt Clark.
Oh, yeah, sure. How are you? Say, you two done a fine job cleaning up that Sam Bass gang. Only trouble is, folks around Texas are going to wonder what happened to that $20,000 in gold.
Yeah, we're wondering, too.
I guess half the state will be looking for it.
Well, Texas is an awful big state. But you know, I got an idea. I'm going to retire pretty soon. And instead of sitting on my front porch just wasting my time, I'm going out looking for buried treasure. Might pay off, too.
Looking for those buried gold coins became one of Texas's favorite outdoor sports. Legends grew, tales of ghosts, the eerie clank of spade and shovel,